Hello everyone. Okay, so today I'm just asking what's the situation going on. I like to pull cards and let the story unfold itself. Whatever situation is going on, it will usually be in the title, whatever comes out here. I have one oracle card from the Naughty Oracle. So let's get started. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Eight of Wands, Judgment, and the Four of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune tells me that there's a chance. What I'm getting in my head is kind of like that joke or meme. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yeah, you've got a chance. I don't know right off the bat exactly what your situation is. Everybody's different. So if this applies to you, it applies to you. There's a chance that you're going to have incoming communication. I don't know if this is going to be a phone call, text message, an email, something like that. Maybe somebody knocks on your door, you get an unexpected visitor. I don't know, however that's going to be. But there's a chance that this is going to happen. I feel like it's a chance opportunity because the Wheel of Fortune, it's about chances, it's about luck, it's about destiny, fate, things turning in your favor. So I feel like Judgment is, for me, the way I look at it, it's like your soul's calling. So, and this doesn't mean like, your calling is in like your entire life purpose or anything like that. It's, I feel like maybe your soul's being pulled. Sometimes people come into your life or you find yourself at the right place at the right time where an opportunity presents itself. Judgment is just like, there's going to be these certain times in your life where, guess what? You've just been presented with an opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of about that. This can be something you're fated to do or someone you're fated to meet. It doesn't mean that it's romantic or related to job or anything. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You know what your situation is. Like, psychic doesn't work that way. I know people are probably thinking, shouldn't you know this? No, I'm reading the tarot cards, but I'm following what intuition. But please know, I'm almost up to 300 subscribers, so I am so grateful to all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. But with that much energy being exchanged, like, I could be talking to the majority of whoever finds this message and is drawn to hear it. It's for you. Maybe some of the message, half the message, the whole message. It just depends on you. And, for one person, it could be like this major opportunity shows up, or for another person, they could have met somebody. Somebody knocks on your door and was like, hey, I just thought you might want to go on a date. That might be kind of weird. Maybe they call you or, they text you and kind of lead into a conversation. People are so nervous to do these things, but it's going to be different for everybody here. But it's an opportunity for an incoming energy here with the Eight of Wands. So the Wheel of Fortune is like chances. Chances are you're going to get something, some kind of communication. It seems pretty positive to me, but it's going to have something to do with something you've been thinking heavily on. Maybe you've been thinking or feeling pulled in a certain area of your life to a certain person. Maybe feeling a certain way, like I really need to do this or go here or see this person. Whatever it is, it's going to become obvious that it is something that if it's been on your mind, there's a reason for it. If you keep seeing signs or synchronicities everywhere that relate to whatever this is, then that's obviously another sign. Those are all the clues telling you, hey, pay attention. The Four of Swords is interesting. I think the Four of Swords, I think of rest, but in this case, contemplation is like popping into my head. Sometimes it's meditation too, but you're missing it. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Chances are you're going to receive this, and this is part of what you've been thinking about or feeling in your heart. You've had this really strong pull, almost like your soul is telling you, like, you're meant to do this or to be with that person, or to go here, or you're meant to do certain things in your life, and there's multiple purposes out there, but you're feeling that pull. It's magnetic. I don't know how else to describe it, but if you feel like you just absolutely have to go somewhere or do something or be with someone, like you're meant to do something, and that doesn't mean like, romantically. It can be, but for some of you it might be. For some of you it might be like, oh, this is your best friend. You're supposed to start a business together. Although, be cautionary with that. You want to save your friendships and your relationships above all else. So just a little word of warning there. Just like, when you work with people that you love, it can be hard. So you want to make sure you're in this together as partners. But you don't want to just pick somebody random that you don't know is going to be a good partner either. So, but the Four of Swords, though, is telling me that you've been missing it. You're kind of seeing it. You've been feeling the Judgment card. You're feeling that pull of your soul. And then chances are, you might have already gotten this message. It could have been a text message, like I said, an email, a phone call, or somebody arriving, somebody stopping by. You might have had this just strange run-in with somebody, a stranger or a friend or family or somebody. It can be anyone. But you may have had some kind of strange run-in with a communication, and the Four of Swords is telling you stop. Kind of like smell the roses sort of thing. It's telling you to stop and think about it. Because you're kind of so busy doing you right now that you're forgetting. You're like, oh, didn't I have that the other day? And you're like, that's weird. I noticed something. You start to notice these synchronicities around you, these signs. Maybe you're having dreams, but whatever it is, you're noticing these things happen. So the Four of Swords is urging you to stop and stay still for a moment. Just allow yourself to just let the intuition sink in. Think about it. Feel it. Sense it in any way you can. Because there is this is an idea, not an idea. What do I want to say? It's an opportunity, but it's an opportunity that it's progress, it's growth for you. I talk about this stuff all the time, but it seems like there's a common theme with a lot of this, and I want to be a lot more accurate than I am right now, and something I will definitely work on. I think we're always working on that, but we're all psychic. Everybody is. Everybody has the intuition. So do not miss the signs. Pay attention to your intuition. Listen to what your soul is telling you. If you are thinking and feeling, your heart is connected to your mind and your soul, and you're feeling a certain way, go with it. Go with it. Contemplate it. You need to stop and think on it. Be still for a moment. Just to, take a pause, sit down and exist. Be still, be silent. And you will get the message one way or the other. You will understand. But you got to take that time to do that. And I'm sure you're busy, but nobody's too busy to stop and take a breather. So take that breather, and I'm going to look at your oracle card. This is number 28. This is the naughty oracle, so I don't wish to offend anybody, but this is wow, the naked Jesus. But what this is kind of saying, this is definitely like a spiritual thing for you. This card tells me it's spiritual, because you've got Jesus on the cross here and he's naked. The sun is shining, and look at that. He's so busy being embarrassed in this photograph that, I don't think he's not even noticing how the sun's coming down on him. But the sun is almost like, it's in the same pattern as the Eight of Wands here, if you notice, kind of both slanting down. So looking at that, like, he's too busy being embarrassed or he's too busy focused on other things than seeing this message come in. He's missing the message and the beauty around him. So you've got to. In the Tao Te Ching, I think I just learned, I think it was chapter 44, if I remember right. But it was talking about how people, basically it was kind of saying, if you don't learn to sit, the way I looked at it, this is my opinion, the way I interpret it was people who, they don't know when to be still, they don't know when to be silent, and If you're always moving, always talking, always doing something, you miss the world around you. And it was talking about how a lot of people miss the beauty. It was a very beautiful passage, and just thinking about it, like, I don't even want to get it wrong here, so I'm going to look it up for a minute. I have to tell you guys about this because I think it's great. Yes, it's actually passage 43 for me. This is not the actual Tao Te Ching. There's so many different interpretations, a lot of different versions of it out there that have been written, and this one is a very minimalist book. But it said it's hard to find people who keep still, and even harder to find those who keep silent. Taoists are so rare, and that's why so few harvest the beauty of this world. Basically, Tao is everything. It's all the energy around. It's everything. It's the universe. It's all around us. It's within us. You know, if we could just stop and be still and listen, we are one with it. And when you talk about, you know, so few harvest the beauty of this world, some people miss it because they're too busy, you know, they're too busy running around feeling the obligations of their life, and you're going to be missing not just the beauty of the world, but you miss these divine messages. So you're getting them, but you're not quite there. Pay closer attention to them. That's what this is saying. Naked Jesus saying, let yourself be vulnerable. That's the other thing. He's being vulnerable too, but these cards don't have to be exact message. In this message, though, it's very clear that he's missing the beautiful world around him in the light because he's too concerned with being naked right now. But his focus is on something else, so he's not going to see it. And see, 28. That's actually, if you reduce that, it goes back to 10. We go right back to the Wheel of Fortune. So this is something that, this may be like a very important point in your life, and these cards are telling you, pay attention, because the Wheel of Fortune could be your destiny. If you believe in that. We have free will and there is fate, but sometimes they collide, and if you're meant to do something, then I believe that it's fated. You have free will within that, but pay attention, because if something is meant for you, you don't want to miss it, because, you know, usually if fate is involved, it's bringing something wonderful into your life. I like to look at it as a very positive thing. So I really, I would love to know what this is. If this happens, you got to let me know what it is. I'm curious. I'm always curious. I don't want to be nosy, but at the same time, you know, I like to see, like, what is this opportunity that you're getting? Is it a person, a place, a thing? Like, I just want to know. For everybody, it's going to be different, but pay attention to the signs. If you notice, I would love to know what signs and synchronicities you're getting. I get them all the time. I've even started dreaming again, although I couldn't remember last night, but, you know, I was exhausted last night. Last night was an unexpected tornado warning, and the tornado touched down a little bit north of here, so we got lucky. But it's funny, I predicted this stuff, and then every time I think it's going to happen, it doesn't happen. Last night wasn't supposed to happen, but guess what? It happened. I mean, that storm wasn't even supposed to come this way. We were at marginal risk. I mean, very little risk. We weren't even supposed to see storms necessarily, but that's how it is in springtime. It's just, you never know. But sometimes life brings you unexpected things. I guess in a way that could have been fated too, but I don't choose to look at it as a bad thing. It would be terrible to lose your house and everything, but material things they can be replaced. Your loved ones cannot. So you got to remember what's important. So pay attention to the signs, because that's going to lead you down a very important path. I hope this was helpful, everybody. Until next time.